Hey everybody, I was debating for a little while whether or not I was going to make a video, and I decided today is the first day of Pride Month, so happy Pride, I am making a video. Um, it is just shortly after my 14-month hormone milestone, and I'm feeling pretty wonderful. So a couple of months ago, my doctor and I decided, well, I switched doctors actually. It was really hard to get a hold of my doctor and get in for a year follow-up appointment at University of Michigan, so I went to Corktown Health in Detroit, which is a place where I was actually shadowing as a med student, which it was really cool to now be able to come there as a patient, because before I didn't, because conflict of interest is actually like a real thing, and couldn't have my doctors also being my teachers. So with that said, I'm now able to go there and it's lovely. I absolutely love being a patient there. They make it so easy and it's much more accessible for me because it's so much closer. And at the same time, they were able to get me in for an appointment within like 2 weeks from when I called their office, as opposed to the 7-month wait that I had to have from when my appointment was rescheduled. So, all that said, I'm much happier with where my care is and how it's being managed. I was able to up my dose. We tested my levels and everything seems to be pretty good. So, I don't know if we're going to up it from there or what, but that conversation remains to be had. And for now, I'm at 0.6 milliliters of a 10 milligram per milliliter solution. So it's 6 milligrams per week of estradiol valerate, I believe. So it's by injection, and I'm just alternating thighs. Nothing different than what I first started with, except for the fact that it is 3 times higher from where I first started a little over a year ago, back in March. So that's where we are now. What else do I want to talk about? I recently was able to put to rest a long thing with a former employer, and I won't go into any more detail than that. Put to rest, I can finally stop having that looming over me and weighing on me. I'm really, really happy with that outcome. It works very well for me, so I am pleased. Beyond that, I've been, and this part's really exciting, I've been taking a motorcycle basic rider course here in Michigan. So I am doing it through a Harley dealership, and it's in a place that is a little more on the conservative side. So I was a little worried, like how I'd be received as a trans woman going to learn how to ride a motorcycle there. So ultimately, like, I'm paying to be there, and they're treating me pretty well. But the interesting thing is I've had this suspicion all week long. It's only a week-long course. But I've had this suspicion all week that they just assume I'm a woman, that I'm assigned female at birth. And I have nothing wrong with that assumption. I didn't tell anybody my pronouns because I was under the impression that nobody would want to hear what my pronouns are. They'd probably hear that and just roll their eyes. So, regardless, I definitely have that concern in the back of my mind, like, do they know or are they unaware? But today, I think today kind of proved to me that they don't know, which for me is strange. That's a new and novel experience here 14 months now, just over 14 months into my transition, to be in a space where people have no idea that I'm trans, as far as I'm aware. So I got there, and again, I didn't tell anybody my pronouns. I simply introduced myself as Jordan and went from there. And everybody just assumed she, her, and has been correctly gendering me the entire time. And as far as I can tell, nobody knows I'm trans. And I can't get over that. It's kind of mind-boggling for me. So here I am today for the very first time in ages, over a year, wearing clothes from back before I started transitioning. This is a pullover from my baseball team when I played on the club baseball team in college. And it says club baseball right here, and it's got a number. I don't know if they assumed it was a boyfriend's or something, but there was one drill that we were doing where it seemed like we were going to be throwing things. And I had my hand gripping a cone in a, ready to chuck it kind of way. And someone commented on the grip. And I made a remark about how I was a pitcher for years. And immediately someone goes, "Oh yeah," and then just does a windmill motion, assuming that I played softball. So for me, that's like confirmation that they really just assume I'm assigned female at birth and that I've always been a woman and that I played girls' sports in high school and beyond. So that is kind of wild, and I'm still wrapping my head around it. I can't confirm this without also outing myself, and I don't want to do that. Not least because in the very beginning, we had to sign some waivers. There was a liability statement relating to COVID, and somebody referred to it as the head cold. So I knew that I was in a different environment than I'm used to being in terms of the people that I surround myself with. So far everyone's been super nice. I've gotten along with everyone really well, and I've met some really wonderful people as far as I can tell. So I'm enjoying it for what it is, and I'm learning how to ride a motorcycle, which is something I've always wanted to do, and I'm finally doing it. So it's a lot of fun, scary as hell, but it's so much fun. It'll be a while before I get out on the roads, but that said, having a good time doing it. And that's all that I've been trying to do with my transition, is just have a good time and enjoy my life and embrace things that I held myself back from embracing before. So here I am, doing things that make me excited and make me happy. So, all that said, today was kind of a crazy day. I wore boy clothes, for lack of a better term, for the first time in ages, and I didn't feel bad about it. Like, I have boobs now, so wearing this top, it's like, it doesn't really bother me because it doesn't take away from the femininity of my body's general shape, and the clothes instead kind of conform to that. And I suppose that kind of allows me to get over a bit of a barrier where I haven't been wearing so much of my previous wardrobe. We'll see. There might be some shirts here and there, some punny ones, and others that I might continue wearing. But for the most part, I prefer my new wardrobe. Regardless, that's something that I'd had an issue with for a while. The last time I dressed in boys' clothes, I resolved to never wear boys' clothes again. And here I am today wearing this and being around people who are assuming that I was always a woman for the entirety of my life. So that's all really cool. I thought it was some exciting news to share at the beginning of Pride Month. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's relevant to this channel that I should share. I don't think I have anything else. So I am gonna say ta-ta for now, and I'll see you guys, I promise, actually in a month this time, for my 15-month or year and a quarter update. So until next time.